What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a new video. It has been a long time and I've been trying to do the series, just been pushing it off for some reason. Building a brand, one of the hardest things to do, honestly, even with a huge audience like mine. It is a lot of trial and error, and I want this series to be a part of, helping you skip those little hiccups in the road and just getting right to it. Be creative. I think the more tools and resources you have, the more creative you can be. It really just starts there. So one of my most popular videos, was the heat press. How to use the heat press, what size of the heat press. I got a lot of questions, so I wanted to dedicate this video to something very similar, still involving the heat press, but it was the transfers. How do I make these t-shirts? What was it? What transfer was it? What website was it? Was it goof proof? Was it a CAD cut? Like, there's so many different questions, so I'm gonna try to answer that today for you guys. So if you're new here, welcome. My channel is strictly based around sneaker content and fashion, and I also am building a brand while doing it all. So just having a little bit of fun with it. If you are looking to start your clothing brand, you came to the right YouTube channel, let me tell you. So here is a simple print. This is actually a transfer. I did this myself. Now you have two different options. You can either go to a screen print shop and have them do that, or if you're a smaller brand like myself, you want to do it, just build your brand from your home. This is the best way to do it. Now let's talk about the heat press. I have a 16-24 heat press by Hottronics, and I use transfers from stalls. I'll put the link down below, but just to give you a little breakdown. Actually, let's go to the website so I can show you guys how it all works. On transferexpress.com. This is where I get all my transfers. I want to give you guys a little breakdown of what you can do. It's not only just your simple black and white, you can also do colors, which I've done previously. You guys can sign up for an account. I believe you have to get approved for that, but this is kind of to give you an example of what you can get. Now, the first thing you can see here is heat transfers. That's what we're using. You can do full color transfers. You're not limited to just black and white, as you guys see my designs. But for me, it's kind of like, you gotta crawl before you walk. So I just want to stick with simple designs, but when I do decide to go full color, that option is definitely there. Then you go into something like the design center. That's where you'll upload your logo. For example, all you gotta do is click add artwork. You guys can kind of see some other stuff that I have. I believe I have some saved. So here's a bunch of different designs that I have saved. For this channel, let's just go with the ASneakerLife transfers. Boom. I uploaded them in a PNG format. All this design stuff I'll get to in a later video. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on this video if you want to see like how to design, what is a PNG, how to use Photoshop, all that good stuff. I'll make sure to make a video on it. But you can see, here's my design. I want it to just be black. My options, I always go with goof proof. Done deal. We'll go with 10 sheets. I already know like what my measurements are going to be on the t-shirt. We're not worried about all that. Order 10. Fabric type. This is another huge question. You can do cotton, you can do polyester, 50-50, nylon. There's a bunch of different options. So you're not limited to just one thing. For the most part, I usually just use cotton. Boom. It's going to cost me $70 for 10 sheets. You guys can see there is 4 logos, so that's going to be 40 different logos. The breakdown is whatever you want to break it down to. $3 a piece, whatever. I'm just making it up, but you get what I'm saying. So you place your order, woo wop, boom. It arrives to your door in a box like this. Now I have tons of these. I like that they have this. I'm not very good with my organization, but I try to label everything the best I can. And you can see, blam. Clearly I expected to sell a lot of these because I have tons of transfers, and this is what they look like, man. So it's essentially just ink printed on a piece of paper. You get some scissors, you cut the logo with your heat press, boom. A lot of people are like, how do you line it up? A lot of practice. There's tools out there to help you have better alignment, but this just comes down to, I've done a lot of these, so I got pretty good at it. I usually just use my hands to line it all up. But that's kind of how it works. You turn your heat press on to 360 degrees, wait for it to heat up, usually preheat it. You press this on for about, I think it's like 5 to 9 seconds, and then you lift up, peel it, it's a hot peel, and voila, you have a brand new t-shirt, a brand new hat, some shoes. You can really print on just about everything, Again, it's up to you. You just get creative with it. But your shirts are ready to go. You don't have to wash them before selling them. They are good to go. And a lot of people are like, what about cracking? What about quality? Amazing quality, guys. Like, trust me, I have tees that I heat pressed 2-3 years ago, and they're just fine.
I mean,
you guys can see this t-shirt right here. I have probably washed and dried this at least 100 times. Like, I've had this for years. You can tell by, you know, just the vintage look of it, but it looks great. Like, this is no different than what the bigger brands use, guys. So you don't have to worry about that. This site has amazing customer service. I've never had any problems with them. And to me, I think it's the best bang for the buck. A lot of people ask, why would you do this? It's if you're a smaller brand and you don't have thousands of dollars to cash out. You just have a simple design, you get the transfers, you get the garment. I'll do a video on that. Again, drop all questions you have down below so I can build out this whole how to build a brand series. I'll talk about different blanks, different transfers, all that good stuff that you need to use. But you know, it really starts here. This is something that I wish I would have known years ago, because it would have saved me thousands of dollars of trying to do cut and sew. I could have just easily got 25 hoodies, printed my logo on them, sold them, and just kept reinvesting into the business. That's what it comes down to, guys. If you're selling candy, you ain't gonna make no money if you eat all your chocolate bars, you know what I'm saying? You gotta sell them chocolate bars, use that money, buy some more chocolate bars, sell it, you know what I'm saying? Same thing. Sell t-shirts, invest in the business, buy better equipment, and just constantly keep scaling and scaling, and that's really how you build a brand. So I wanted to put you onto a little secret that I was able to do for my own brand, and it was to get the domain .store. I now have stmichael.store, which is huge, man, and I think the best thing about having .store instead of .com is, number one, it saves you a lot of money, because trying to get a .com can cost thousands of dollars. Number two, just finding .store is available, phenomenal, man. It makes a lot of sense, because when you tell people about your brand, I could just be like, yo, go to stmichael.store. That makes complete sense, because when you think of the word store, that means to purchase something. So I'd much rather have stmichael.store than stmichael.com. If you already have your brand name already made up, make sure to go down below and click the link. My code will actually save you money. Instead of paying $29 for the .store domain, you only have to pay $199, which is honestly just a deal. And I'm glad I was able to partner with them to, you know, get this message out there, because it was kind of like a little subtle thing that I did. I could not get the domain to save my life, and I'm not trying to pay $100,000. Yes, sometimes your brand names can run from $1,500 all the way up to hundreds of thousands of dollars for the .com. So .store to me is way more personable with the customer, and it just makes a lot more sense, and it sounds good. Anybody's like, oh, what's your website? stmichael.store, run that, you know, like, easy. So make sure if you have your name, you go check that out ASAP, because your domain is really everything. And if you didn't secure that .com, make sure you secure that .store. And there you guys have it, man. I hope this video helped you. Make sure to leave any comments you have down below so I can, you know, reference them for future videos. Also, I'm going to create a building a brand playlist somewhere around here, so make sure to go check that out if you're new to the channel. There might be some answers that you're looking for in one of these videos, but I'm just going to keep adding to that playlist. But I appreciate you guys for watching. If you could do me a huge favor and hit that thumbs up if this video helped you or gave you any value whatsoever. But make sure to go check out Transfer Express. Make sure to go check out .store and secure that domain, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.